The most isolated town on Earth has no airport, no roads and no way out fast. If something goes wrong here, help is not minutes away, it is days. This town sits on a volcanic island in the middle of the South Atlantic, home to fewer than 250 people. So the real question is not why this place exists. It is why anyone chose to stay. In the vast emptiness of the South Atlantic, there is a place so remote it has earned the title of the most isolated settlement on Earth. This is Tristan da Cunha, a tiny volcanic peak surrounded by thousands of kilometers of open ocean. Its only settlement, Edinburgh of the Seven Seas, clings to a narrow coastal plain. The only flat land humans could survive on with fewer than 250 residents. Tristan da Cunha is not just far away, it is cut off from the modern world. The nearest inhabited land is St. Helena, over 2,400 kilometers to the north. South Africa lies nearly 3,000 kilometers to the east, South America more than 3,300 kilometers to the west. These are not distances, they are barriers. There is no airport, no runway, and no emergency landing strip carved into the volcanic rock. The only connection to the outside world is by sea. A fishing vessel from Cape Town arrives only 8 or 9 times a year, and even that journey depends entirely on the ocean and the weather. The island itself is the exposed summit of a massive shield volcano rising from the deep ocean floor. Queen Mary's Peak towers above everything, often wrapped in cloud, driving powerful winds down toward the coast. Most of the island is surrounded by sheer cliffs, some over 600 meters high, dropping straight into the Atlantic, making landings nearly impossible. Only one small flat area exists on the northwestern coast, and that is where humans managed to hold on. The island sits near the roaring Forties, a powerful wind system that circles the southern hemisphere. This creates a temperate but unpredictable climate. Rain squalls, strong winds, sudden clear skies, and then rain again. Here the weather controls everything, when boats can launch, when crops can grow, and when supplies can arrive. But the ocean is not just a barrier, it is the island's lifeline. Cold, nutrient-rich waters surround the archipelago, supporting a thriving marine ecosystem, especially the Tristan rock lobster, the backbone of the island's economy. Beyond the main island, 3 remote neighbors exist: Inaccessible Island, Nightingale Island, and Guff Island. Inaccessible Island is surrounded by towering cliffs, so well protected that it became a UNESCO World Heritage Site, home to the smallest flightless bird on Earth. Nightingale Island has no permanent settlement, but islanders travel there seasonally for traditional hunting and egg gathering among millions of nesting seabirds. Guff Island lies much farther away, occupied only by a small team maintaining a critical Antarctic weather station. So how did humans ever end up in a place like this? For centuries, Tristan da Cunha was little more than a rumor on maps, seen by sailors but rarely visited until 1810, when an American named Jonathan Lambert landed and declared himself ruler of the islands. His kingdom did not last. He drowned in a fishing accident only a few years later. The true beginning came from fear. In 1816, with Napoleon exiled on nearby St. Helena, Britain worried France might use Tristan as a rescue base. So the British annexed the islands and stationed a small garrison. When the threat passed, the soldiers were ordered to leave, but one man asked to stay, a Scottish corporal named William Glass, along with his family. Others followed: shipwrecked sailors, whalers, men from England, Italy, the Netherlands, and America, arriving not by plan but by chance. With few women on the island, wives were later brought from St. Helena, creating a tightly connected society that still exists today, dominated by just a handful of family names. Then in 1961, the island nearly erased itself. The volcano erupted, ash filled the air, and a new cone formed near the settlement. The entire population was evacuated, first to a nearby island, then all the way to England. For the first time, the islanders experienced modern life. Traffic, television, money, crowds. Most people assumed they would never return, but when given the choice, they voted to go back. In 1963, they sailed home and rebuilt. Today, Edinburgh of the Seven Seas remains home to around 240 people, a modern village on a miniature scale with a school, a hospital, a post office, and a single store. The lobster industry provides income while farming, fishing, and shared labor sustain daily life. Crime is almost non-existent. doors are unlocked, children roam freely because everyone is family or neighbor or both. And if this life sounds appealing, there is one final truth: you cannot move here. There is no open immigration. Residency is reserved for those born on the island or essential workers on fixed contracts. Even marriage does not guarantee acceptance, not out of hostility, but out of necessity. Tristan da Cunha survives because it limits itself. Its population is aging and slowly shrinking, and one day this place may fall silent again. Yet in a world more connected than ever, Tristan da Cunha proves something rare. Isolation does not always mean loneliness. Sometimes it creates the strongest community of all.